Today I'm going to talk about loss control. Alright, so loss control comes in many separate ways. I hold the property casualty seat in the chapter. So I'm going to talk about loss control in two sections today. We're going to talk about auto insurance and we're going to talk about home insurance and the different ways of loss control. Sometimes people use different things. Some people may have firearms, some people may have knives, some people, and why I have this, these are my loss control of my house. That's my 7-month-old boxer, Callie, and that's my 1.5-month-old boxer, Roscoe. So I promise you, if you try and come in the house and hurt me, they're not going to let you. Okay, so here's an example of an auto loss. Okay, has anybody ever seen anything like this before? Okay, so they happen. I used to work for a trucking company, Night Transportation, JB Hunt. I was a regional developer for them. And we had these calls all the time, 18-wheelers parked on the side of the road. There's an example why you don't park on the side of the road. Let me ask and get a little input on a few things, and I'll go through these quickly. Give me an area on the auto, we'll start with, that might have a loss. How might you have a loss in an automobile? Crash. So you hit another automobile, okay? Medical, okay? Theft. Hail. Anybody else?
Fire.
That's true, very true. Okay, so those are some really good ones. I'm going to go through that while I've got you over here. What about on the home?
Fire.
A lot of the same things.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can crash.
Yes, you can. I did have a picture where a car was in the roof of another home that came off a freeway, so I didn't go through there. So fire, theft.
Storm damage.
Storm, perfect. I'm going to go through that one in a lot of detail. What else might happen on your home? Earthquake.
Blood, locust.
Perfect.
Roscoe and Callie before they were trained.
Yes. Self-determination. Okay, so those are a few things. Now, every insurance company is going to look at them differently, how that affects you, what that means to you, why loss control is important, okay? Who thinks that these people made it out alive? You're right, they did. Okay, so this was just not paying attention. This was on a freeway. Quick example of loss control on the freeway. If you see this in the back of your mind, just as you teach teenage drivers what to do in the event of a crash, don't stop right behind it. Pull off the side and go to the emergency lane a little bit if it comes to a screeching halt. Because you know what's going to happen? That guy is not going to stop when your vehicle stops. He's going to do this to you. So, maybe you get over to the side, you go on the grass a little bit, you get a little bit of mud on your tire, but you're still here to tell the story the next day, okay? Insurance companies are going to rate and view things and a loss history based off of your individual driving record. In that film there, insurance scoring. Everybody knows what credit score is. You want credit cards, you're going out to buy a home, do different things. Insurance scoring allows you to look at different areas on the insurance company side to say, hey, what is this risk worth? Do we want to write it? What's it going to cost? How are we going to help minimize our losses, but also help offer our clients the best that we can, okay? That makes a difference when you use A-plus carriers. Somebody like myself that represents Erie, you've got some of the larger names. Who can name some large insurance companies?
State Farm.
A-plus carrier,
Nationwide.
A-plus carrier,
Progressive.
A-plus carrier,
USAA.
A-plus carrier. All 5 of those that you just named, according to J.D. Powers, Erie Insurance is #1, not only in the North Atlantic region, but also in the complete United States. We only write in 12 states for customer satisfaction. That came out this week. Other insurance companies that you're talking about are sending that to their agents saying, hey, watch out for Erie. Here's what they got. Here's what they're doing. That's what I'm doing in the marketplace with them, okay? So there come things. Some in that is also a property owner's little booklet. This kind of goes through some of the differences that the A-plus carriers will provide, all in detail. I can go through some more of that. When we go through losses and how you can control them, what effect does that have? How can I, Marlon McKelvey, control my rates? So over here on your auto what things might you be able to do, Marlon, to control your rates?
Avoid speeding tickets.
Okay, that's true. What about if you have a 16-year-old driver and you're paying the auto insurance? What are some things that you might want to go through and take care of so you have a lower loss ratio?
Make sure they take their driver's ed course and get a real old cheap car.
Okay, so you're absolutely right on the driver's ed. Necessarily, the old cheap car doesn't necessarily help. A lot of times it can if you keep it in liability only, but again, having the right insurance professional help you go through that to make sure that meets your needs and whatever it is that you're looking for. There's a product, there's a flyer in that box. It's called Erie Rate Lock. We are one of the only ones in the state of Tennessee that offer this. I know Liberty Mutual has it, not as efficient and cost effective as us in that realm, but one of the only ones that offers it. What this says is as long as you have the same drivers, the same address, and the same vehicles, I guarantee your rates will not change. You can have a speeding ticket, you can have a 16-year-old driver, we're going to lock that in. So that's not going to change in case they have some of those issues, okay? On the topic of teenage drivers, you've probably heard the myth that teenage drivers might be a little bit cheaper than adults to drive. No, right, exactly, that's not the case. They're a lot more. Why do you think that might be?
Stupid.
Well, that's not the term I like to use. Their brains have a lot of things going on.
They're
And
disoriented.
there's a lot of distractions, right? Okay, do you remember when you were that age? Try to maybe remember, try to jump back through that. Okay, I deal with teenagers on a weekly basis through the youth group, and seeing what their minds' thought processes are not what adults go through. That's what adults are there to supervise for. That's why it's key that parents are involved in the lives and understanding that, and that you've got a good insurance agent that's going to go through loss control with you. Okay, may seem simple. This house looks fine, right? Let me ask you this. Y'all know what that is?
Security gate?
It's a gate, okay? You said it, it's a security gate. This is another step that you can take to help minimize theft. There's no, see that carport? That's not a closed-in garage. What do you think, maybe little Johnny's bicycles back there? Maybe they come out and they put something on the hood of the car and they run out? How many times have you heard of somebody's carport been broken into? What do you think happens then? Their insurance rates go up, right? Well, if you have a good insurance agent that's going to discuss those things with you and show you, hey, maybe you live in that neighborhood, it's kind of changed a little bit. Let's put a gate up. Let's try and do some things to minimize that cost now that's going to save you money down the road. It is an investment, but just like anything else, your education for your job is an investment, right? Is it worth the money? 9 times out of 10, you're going to say yes. You hear the other side stories. So why not have somebody that's going to look after that for you on an individual level at the same rate? That's what I'm going to do with Keller Insurance. So how about this? And I'll use this because this happens to be my house. 6 years ago when I moved into my house and I paid several $1,000s to have my big trees trimmed, my neighbor did not. I went over, I sent them a certified letter, because that's what you have to do to have their insurance company pay for it. Because if the tree falls on your house and doesn't touch theirs, that's on you. Me knowing this, what's he do? He called me and says, man. I said, yeah, I'm trying to leave and look what happened to my house. Well, as you can see, my house is kind of old. So these gutters here are smashed. The roof is smashed right there. This is a single gutter. It runs 100 feet. That's a $400 gutter. That fence is brand new in March. That's a 300-foot fence. You think I was very happy to see that? Right over there. That's my riding mower. You can't see it anymore. The tree smashed it. So what am I going to do? I looked at that. I took it apart. I looked at the different costs. I called my network of people, the people that I use to help my other clients, and said, hey, look, I need a favor. This is fixed. The tree's gone. The mower's back in shape. They're taking these off today to fix and bend them back out. Now, if I had filed this on my insurance, I would have, 1, had to pay my deductible. 2, my rates would have gone up. I don't want that. I sell it, it hurts me in a lot of different ways, but it hurts my back pocket the most. And it's the same that I'm gonna look out for you. Instead of calling in the 1-800 number and say, hey, what do I do? This total package, $150 to fix. So would you rather pay a $1,500 deductible to get $150 or work with your network, your people, my network, what I use BNI for, to get it done for a lot cheaper? and I'm gonna save you money down the road. Because claims, they go for 3 to 5 years when A-plus carriers look at you. Yeah, there's a lot of other carriers out there that may write it. But are they gonna write it the right way? Are they gonna protect you? And are they gonna look after your best interests? And I can promise you at Keller Insurance, that's what we're gonna do. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, please settle one with me.